Hi everybody, welcome to the G Spot. As you see, I got something new going on. I got some better lighting and I got an HD camera, and that's all been provided by my favorite photographer, Mr. Kelvin with Kelby Pics and Kelby Productions. Make sure you go to his Facebook page and like that page, and I'll leave a link for that in the information box below. Okay, so I just wanted to continue talking about my dating mishaps. It's always like mishaps. Can I have something good going on? Well, everybody, and I mean everybody, loves what I like to call the Vegas story. And what made me think about the Vegas story is, everybody just came back from Vegas from that Mayweather fight, and then a lot of people are going to Vegas for Memorial Day. They're talking about it all on Facebook and stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna go back to Vegas one day, and it's gonna be better. And I'm gonna count that as my first time, because the first time I went, I didn't have a good time. I'm gonna explain why. So the Vegas story. Also, shout out to my sometimes bestie Corey. He loves this story, and if he was here, I wouldn't be able to film it because he would be cracking up and interjecting so much. So shout out to Corey. Anyway, so I was dating this guy, and we had only been dating for a few months at the time, but I had known him for some years. I known him for when I was like a teenager, and he said, let's go to Vegas. I think we should do something. Let's go to Vegas. So I said, all right, that's cool. Now, at this point in time, like I said, we only been dating for a few months. So I expected to pay for my part. I don't have a problem with going Dutch. See, don't you guys like that? Yeah, I don't have a problem with paying for my part. Sometimes. I like for you to pay a lot of the times, but I'll pay sometimes. Anyway, so we decided to go to Vegas. So we get to Vegas. But first, I knew that I was going to pay for myself, but he was going to have to pay for those dinners and the shows and stuff. I thought that was only fair once we got there. Okay, fine, cool. I just wanted to say that. So anyway, we get to Vegas, and I make the mistake of showing him how to play roulette. Now, he'd been to Vegas before, and I don't know what he was playing, Pennyville or the slot machines or whatever, but I showed him how to play roulette. So we're down there and we're gambling, and I'm showing how to move his money around and all this other stuff, and he loves it, falls in love with it. I get tired. I tell him I'm going back upstairs, and he's like, oh, okay, go ahead. I'll be right behind you. I'll be up. And I dozed off, and I think it was maybe about 2 or 3 hours later, he decided to come creep up in the bed or whatever, so smelling like liquor, whatever. So then the next day we get up early because it's our first full day in Vegas, and we decide that we want to go buy some tickets for a show. So we go off the strip to this other casino, and to get tickets for the show, and also because they said they had one of the best buffets in Vegas. So we go there, we buy the tickets, and we decide, well, since we're all the way over here, we might as well see what this casino has to offer, see if we can win some money over here. So all right, we start playing. Now I'm doing pretty good, and he puts 40 down. He loses that in a matter of minutes, like 2 spins. So then he says, wait, let me go back to the ATM and get some more money. He goes and comes back, puts 40 more down, loses that. So then he said, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go back to the ATM, but I'm going to go to another table to try my luck. I said, all right, I'll come meet up with you. So I'm done. I'm like up 150. I said, let me stop now. It's not a lot. I'm not a big gambler, but whatever. It's a little change. So I go over to his table, and he has some chips in front of him, and he's doing okay. He loses it. So he's like, well, I guess we're done here. Let's go eat. So, like I said, it's one of the best buffets supposedly in Vegas. All the seafood, you can eat all this stuff. So at a buffet, how you have to pay first, and then you get your ticket and you go get seated, or they seat you or whatever, something like that. So I go first. I pay for me. Like I said, I don't have a problem with it because you're going to pay for this expensive dinner. That's what you're going to do. Anyway, so I pay for me, put my card in the little automated machine, and then moved along. It's his turn to pay, so he puts his card in, and the card is declined. And as soon as he said it didn't go through, I already knew what to expect. I already knew, but I was going to see what he was going to say. So he tries to play it off, and he rubs the card on his jeans like it's the strip. And I'm like, cut it out, because you know it's not the strip. You know it's not the strip. You know you don't have no money in there. So I'm like, he don't have no more money, but I'm not going to say anything. So he swipes it again, and it's declined. So he starts pulling little balled up dollar bills out of his pocket. And I said, well, how much more do you need? I said, see, that was nice. How much more do you need? He needed $10 more. I gave him the $10. So as, we moved up in the line and we got away from the people. See, I didn't want to emasculate him. You always say us black women want to emasculate you guys, but I didn't emasculate him. I pulled him away from the crowd. I said, you don't have no more money, do you? And so he looked so shamed. And I didn't feel bad, because you don't come thousands of miles from home and lose your money like that. You just don't do it. So he said no. He was like, no, I don't. My money, it didn't go through. So I'm like, what money didn't come through? Don't you know he opened up a checking account and was counting on that, that $100 bonus that like the different banks give you for opening up an account? He came to Vegas banking on it that was going to come through in time. What was $100 going to do in Vegas? Also, I found out that each time he went to the ATM to take out $40 here and $30 there was a $5 fee. That was just dumb. It was dumb. It was dumb. So, we're sitting at the table and he's just looking sick. Like, oh, you're going to break up with me when we get back home, Archer. And I said, you don't need to worry about what's going on when we get back home. You need to just enjoy this moment right here. And he said that he was going to have somebody from back home to Western Union the money. And I said, no, you don't do that. Like, you didn't come out here and lose your money or we got robbed or anything. You willingly gave your money away. And you weren't smart about it at all. So, no, you're not going to call nobody from back home. We're just going to suck this up. So I said, when we get back to this hotel, I'm going to see if we can try to get our flights back out home, sooner. So I called. That didn't work out. It was just cheaper to stay there and, pay for his meals and drinks. But it put a damper on the trip because you couldn't shop the way that I was shopping. And, it was just like ridiculous. I wasn't going to let him starve, but you also wasn't going to ball on my money either. Anyway, so, we get back to the hotel. I'm stressed out and I say, I'm going to go take a bubble bath. And do you know that this fool tried to come and get in the bathtub with me? Like, I just didn't understand that. Like, you just lost all your money. I got to finish paying for the rest of this trip on my own. And you in here thinking you about to smash. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen tonight. It didn't happen ever after that. So anyway, he's just walking around with an attitude. And that's another thing. I can see you being sad, but with an attitude that just didn't make any sense. So we end up going back to Jersey on the day we were supposed to. And, I didn't break up with him right then and there because that was like a Tuesday. And I know he got paid that Thursday. I said, I'm going to get my money back. So I'm not going to break up with him yet. So a few days go by. And he gives me some of my money back. Not all of it, but I got a good amount of back. And, we broke up from there. And it just wasn't nice. It wasn't a nice breakup. I was all type of bougie bees and stuck up and all this stuff. And I didn't care because I had my money. And I was going to rid myself of him. And I did. And I just don't understand why these things happen to me. It's funny. I can share it with you. I can laugh. But a few years ago, it just pissed me off. But, situations like this, we can laugh at them. But it also gets me to think, what lesson can I learn from this? What did I learn from this? Or how can I improve next time? Or what type of men am I attracting? Yeah, that's the main thing. I want to examine that. So anyway, leave your thoughts in your comments, and I hope you like this video, and make sure you like and subscribe, and then put the URL, that's what it's called, right? Yeah, the URL, put it on your Facebook page. Tell everybody to go. And I will see you next time. It's Gigi.